Rumsen Ohlone Tribal Community originates from the Monterey coastal region of California. They first encountered the Anza expedition in 1774 and again in 1776 at the expedition's end. The Ohlone people come from 5 villages, and today 8 languages are traced to the Ohlone. Ohlone basket making was still a tradition during the Anza's path through the region. Sadly, over time and displacement, the tradition of basket weaving was almost lost. A century later, Linda Yamane started weaving. Now a master Ohlone basket weaver, Rumsen Ohlone linguist, and maker of tule boats, she alone has doubled the number of Ohlone baskets worldwide and passes down her cultural knowledge.
Mishishtu, Kain Karak Linda Yamane in Rumsen Ohlone Ka'a. My name is Linda Yamane. I'm Rumsen Ohlone, and my tribal area is here in Monterey and Carmel Valley coastal area of California. Every expedition, ship, land group that passed through all came to Monterey, which made a huge impact on Native people here. That included the people on the Anza expedition, the Rivera y Moncada expedition, even as people were coming through in large contingencies with the intention of populating nearby, Santa Cruz on the other end of Monterey Bay or in San Jose. They all came and stopped in Monterey first. I grew up always knowing of my Ohlone heritage, but I really did not know anything about our cultural traditions because of the fact that our people were brought into the missions very early on, beginning in about 1770. And so a lot was lost, and pretty much the only traditional ways that I grew up learning about was through my grandmother, had to do with plants, especially medicinal plants. But as I grew up, I was always a maker. I was always a person, even as a child, who was making things with my hands. And I didn't know, of course, at the time, that I was actually in training for what would become my life's work, which was finding and learning and bringing back a lot of the old technologies and a lot of the old traditional ways. So one of the other cultural things that I've been doing over the past 30 probably plus years is making tule canoes, which in our language is kanon. And if you should be visiting in Monterey during the summertime, the Monterey Bay Aquarium has one of my tule boats on display normally. As basket weavers, we automatically become close to the land. We're close to the earth because we spend a lot of our lives following the cycles of the plants and literally being not only on the earth, but often we're like, in the earth as well. So it is like being grounded in more than just a figurative way. We literally spend a lot of our lives on the ground and in the process learning about the plants, learning about the seasons, and it seems that that's one of the ways and one of the reasons that brings us kind of closer to the experience of our ancestors and makes us feel that they're with us and we're with them.